Before you buy a rookie card, you must understand this concept of supply and demand for rookie cards. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to Soccer Cards RC. Welcome to Cards and Coffee. Afternoon, I guess I left the coffee. Yeah, well, I could go make some if I wanted to. But today, if you watch one video on this channel, this might be the most important, at least from a concept standpoint, at least from a supply and demand, and helping people, right, potentially not getting hurt when it comes to buying rookie cards or collecting, investing in soccer rookie cards. This is a concept that is very, very simple, but ultra important, and most people don't grasp it. I'm going to put a couple slides in here. I think that will help you understand this concept when it comes to soccer rookie cards. I was going to do a video on Yamal's best rookie cards because he's the hottest thing in the soccer card market. I think propelling the soccer card market as we speak. But I was thinking about it and I said, I cannot do this video without clarifying this strategy or clarifying these metrics around rookie cards. It is so applicable to his rookie cards, and this video must come first. So if you watch one video on my channel, watch this video. Hopefully you enjoy it and you subscribe so you can watch more. We talk about different players, different cards in the future. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Welcome to the show. This is Soccer Cards RC. This is Cards and Coffee. All right, so if you watched any of my videos, I commonly will say I buy no rookie cards from a player's rookie season until after that season is passed. Then I analyze the landscape. As we know, that causes me to miss out on many of the top prospects who start way up here. But if you look at sports cards in general, players cards, the top prospects start up here, and almost all the time they go down because most people are priced when they come out. These top prospects are priced at a Hall of Fame level, right? So you have to achieve greatness to just keep their value, and very few become elite players and increase in value. Almost everybody goes down from their rookie card or rookie season because most cards, sports cards in general, move their way towards zero. At the end of the day, there are only a handful, right, of cards that really go up, and these iconic rookie cards that have long-term value, right? Patrick Mahomes is one of the guys who went up, right? But there's so many other guys who've gone down. The list is unbelievably long. So, big disclaimer, I say this in all my videos, investing in soccer cards, sports cards in general is risky. Most cards are moving down. They're under downward pressure. We're going to talk about that. But please make your own financial decisions. View this video as entertainment purposes only, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so when it comes to buying rookie cards, here's the thing. The price of a card is determined by supply and demand. And if you take Yamal right now, his demand is very, very high. His supply, well, his supply might be better or bigger than any rookie, maybe in any sport, because of the Panini and Topsies in every set, the Euro year. Man, he has so many sets. We'll dive into his best cards maybe in the next video, but the supply still hasn't hit the market. Maybe half of that. And they're still producing sets. That's the other thing. In soccer, they produce sets up until December. So his supply isn't even there yet. His demand is up here. Let's say it's, 100 or rated 100, and his supply is not even at 50% because a lot of that stuff hasn't come in the market. His supply also, because people buy it, they're holding packs, right, or holding boxes of this stuff, holding cases of this stuff. And then also a lot of people get it. If they rip it, they get it, and they send it right to PSA to get graded. So a lot of that might have a 2-month turnaround or longer. So most of the cards, the supply, most of his rookie cards, his good rookie cards, the supply is not there. We'll take an example of a card, one of his cards that just sold, right? Topps Finest Gold Autograph. We'll just break this card down. There's a few things I like about it, a few things I don't like about it. This card's selling right now over $2,000, but a lot of these cards are still probably in packs and boxes, right? The supply of this card has not fully hit the market. The supply of all his other rookie cards out of 50, all of his autographs have not hit the market. I think this card, for it to stay worth $2,000, the only thing that needs to happen is his demand needs to double from where it is right now, because I think the supply of these type of cards is going to double from where it is now. Here, we'll dive into this concept. This chart helps. Okay, let's look at this simple chart. It should make sense to you. It's pretty clear. Let's say 3 months out, a player has very high demand. Demand's represented by the orange bar, right? But the supply is still relatively low. Let's say 20 to 25% of his product has hit the market. And that difference between the demand and the supply is what causes the price to increase. Even 6 months out, rookie like Yamal here, having a good season, his supply, let's say 40%, 45% of his rookie card mark is out. Even if his demand went down a little bit, there's still a gap because, again, we're less than 50% of the rookie card supply, so therefore the price is still higher. So a year out, this is, again, for any example out there, supply is always going up when it comes to soccer cards, and these new cards that are printed thousands of times, right? The supply is going to increase 2 to 3 years past release date because there's so much wax out there. Long story short, eventually, in most cases, supply outpaces demand, and that typically will happen within a year for even the hottest prospects. And now the delta is switched, and instead of the price increasing, because there's more supply than demand, the price decreases. Simple economics, but sometimes you just need a clear picture of it. Let's just take a look at this Yamal Topps Finest autograph gold out of 50, just because I referenced it in the video a few times. You know, as of right now, 9/20/24, 13 of 50 have been found. 9 of them have graded PSA 10. This PSA 10 just sold for $2,025. I do like this card from the fact that it is an autograph rookie card. However, it's not even the base card. It's its own subset of autographs. I would say that this is by no means a top 1,000 Yamal card. I'd have to run all the numbers, but my guess would be it's probably maybe not even a top 2,000 Yamal card. Long story short, though, if you figure these other 9, if you figure the PSA gem rate, if all these cards come to market, remember, only 13 have been found. The rest are probably on their way fairly soon, or a good chunk of that will be over the next 12 months. You're looking at a card that could have 30 PSA 10s. If you still value it at $2,025 plus taxes, right? That means those PSA 10s have a market cap of just $60,000 themselves. But, oh, by the way, there's 10 other variations of this card, right? And if you start figuring that out, you're saying that this card, if you'd buy all these autograph finest Yamals, is worth $750,000 based on current market cap analysis. This was the first Yamal Gold Finest autograph to sell, graded as a PSA 10, I believe, on eBay. I think this is a simple design of supply, current supply versus current demand. I think over the long term, based on all the metrics and all the Yamal rookie cards and all the autographs that are coming onto the market, that this card is likely to go down more so than likely to go up. So hopefully that gave you some insights. It's pretty simple when you think about it, but people have, some people call it FOMO or whatnot. It's simply a supply versus demand. The supply for these new players, these first-year cards, doesn't hit the market. That's why I love the 2013 Mo Salah rookie, right? Where the supply of that is not going to go insane, right? If you look at Haaland, when he first went to Manchester City, had that big year, people complain, well, his cards have stayed flat at best. Well, actually, they went up. His market cap went up because his supply, people kept grading his supply. More of that supply was coming onto the market, and that supply negated any demand increase, right? Because it comes equal with the demand increase, and that kept the value of that card flat. The market cap went up because at least the graded market cap of that card went up, or his rookie cards went up because more supply hit the market. So that is a concept you have to understand. The second part of this is you need to look at cards that are going to have demand, right? And if you look at things traditionally and historically, there are only a few things that have a lot of demand. I'm ultra focused, right, on what I buy and analyzing the card. Will it have demand? I like to say, is this a top 100 or top 200 card of this player? I like to buy a top 50 card of these players, right? To buy a Yamal top 100 card, it almost needs to be a 1-of-1 card, because there's so many of them right now, or out of 5 autograph, so to speak. But So you have to look at, will this have demand in the future? And we'll talk about this more in upcoming videos when I dive into players, when I dive into Yamal's best cards, right? I look at demand, I look at things like, okay, what could have demand? Will Topps Chrome have more demand than Topps Museum Collection in the future? I think it will. Right? Will the La Liga Select have more demand than the Merlin Yamal rookie card in the future? Maybe. Is there a precedence for this? Yes. Will the Kaboom have more demand? Yeah, because people collect Kabooms. And 5 years down the road, this is going to have demand. So when I look at cards, right, I also look at what will keep the demand high. Some people say demand's artificially inflated for some of these sets and subsets. Well, that's because people like to collect them. It's just what the market wants, right? Some things, all demand isn't equal. So, understand that there are nuances when it comes to demand. When you look at particularly brands, sets, etc., we can dive in that further. But you have to understand the overarching concept of supply and demand. It's pretty easy market principles. In soccer, when people come out hot, everybody wants it. The cards aren't there. That drives the price to thousands and thousands of dollars and market caps to millions and millions of dollars. When the demand comes on and the player starts to dip a little bit in performance, that's where you get those big drops. And if a player has a lot of cards, like a Yamal does, you're going to see his cards. If he gets injured or his performance dips, right? I think the big thing you have to worry about is an injury, right? Then there's so much money put into these, so many cards out there, it's gonna fall off a cliff pretty fast. So those are things you have to understand. Those are risks you have to be aware of. But at the end of the day, it comes down to supply and demand. You need to understand the supply, where we are in the supply cycle of these cards, particularly rookie cards. And that's why I like to look back and say, man, Luka Modric, right? I love that Luka Modric Euro Ultra card, rookie card. If that ever catches on, it doesn't have to take a huge demand. Saka, right? How much, I think his demand, that's why I think I would put, if all things being equal, right? I think Saka is a pretty good soccer card, rookie card investment because he has 300 or 400 numbered rookie cards, right? And I think his demand is going to slowly increase and that supply will get tighter and tighter and tighter. And that should lead to a price increase of those cards. I like the Salah, I like that Modric card because there's only a handful, like 8 of those graded or something like that. And it doesn't take much demand to move the ladder. Lautaro Martinez, if he can get things rolling again this year. So there are guys that have low demand, right, or low supply. And if demand creeps up, that's why they get a boom. And those are kind of the cards that I think, the cards that I look for. Or they'll get a steadily gradual increase as it become better and better and better. I think you're seeing that with Saka, which has kind of been on the upswing over the last 2 years, and it keeps moving up, at least it has to start this year. So those are things I look at, supply and demand. When you break it all down, it's very simple, but most people, when it comes to investing in soccer cards or buying soccer cards, make rash decisions. They have to have it. And in most cases, the card will come down based on supply and demand. Some cases you miss out. I'm totally prepared to miss out. I own 0 Yamal cards because I don't want to buy at this price point. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you do, feel free to subscribe and also consider buying some coffee. That really helps out, really encourages me to do more videos, helps out a little bit with my time to dive into these analytics and data points. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Live inspired.